There we go. 8 of the day. Jeff here. Commit, don't quit. Friday, part 2. Anyways, it's good to see you. I hope everybody's doing well. It's Friday. Back again. I know it was on about an hour and a half ago, but anyways, last one for the weekend. Then we won't be back till we'll be back Sunday night with my wife, Jill, for Jeff and JoJo. Excuse me, everybody. Steve Believe Guitar. Steve, how are you, buddy? It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Sebastian, how you doing? Pondamore, nice to see you. Thanks very much for dropping in. I appreciate it. I do appreciate it. Hope you can hear me okay. Hopefully you can hear me. Sorry, I had the speakers down. I don't know if that affected it. Steve, good to see you. Sebastian, good to see you. Pondamore, Game with Connor. Connor, how you doing again? It's nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. I imagine you must be getting excited. You said, I don't know if you said you're going over to your cousins or they're coming over to your place, but I know you're going to be spending some time with your cousins, so that's wonderful. Everybody say hi to Gaming with Connor. Nice young gentleman, that a teenager that has a great channel, Gaming with can't speak again, Gaming with Connor, and he also he's the son of Ken from JCTV or Dad's Den. If everybody knows Ken, that's fantastic. If you don't, you should check out Ken at Dad's Den and the family channel that they have called JCTV and Gaming with Connor. Gaming with Connor, fairly new channel, and he went live for the first time last night. Wonderful young man. So if you check out his channel, you won't be disappointed. It's great to have you here, Connor. Everybody say hi to Gaming with Connor. Desmond Saunders, Dave, hi, how are you, buddy? It's good to see you. I know you may be here just a tiny bit because I imagine, I don't know if Lindsay's home yet, but I know it's Friday and that, so I know you are busy, but it's great to see you. Thanks very much for dropping in. Yes, Steve, Gaming with Connor, welcome. Thanks very much. And I always do forget anybody new to the chat. If you like the channel, if you hit the red button, it'll go gray, and then you'll get notification bell. If you hit the notifications, you get notified for when we go live and when we put videos. Okay, that's that done. It's good to see everybody. Thank you very much for coming. And Steve says, I'm fine, thanks. Good, Steve. I hope and sound is perfect. Okay, good. You never know, you remember all the difficulties we had with the audio. And funny thing is, after we played around with the USB port in the back, I think we may have found gold. I think we may have found the one that's working, because previously when we were dropping out with audio, I noticed that it was plugged in the 3.0 USB ports, and I kept switching between those four. I think I have 3 or 4, I forget. Ever since I've removed it and plugged it in the other one, we haven't actually gone out. We went out once, but I actually had issues with the video that day too, so I'm hoping, it's been a good week or two since no issues that way, so fingers crossed. Game with Connor, I just said I have to go to the store. Oh, no worries, Connor. If you have to go to the store, we'll see you again, but thank you very much for coming. We'll see you after, Connor, okay? You take care. Desmond's daughters, Lindsay is home, supper's on the go, no idea when it'll be ready. No, I understand. As you can see, I'm in the kitchen, so usually, if I'm on checking some emails, or checking a few things, or watching a few things on here, I don't have to go far, do I? She's literally right there. The fridge is here, right next to it's the stove, and when it's ready, she'll give me the thumbs up, or give me the holler to get off there, and dinner's ready. Game with Connor, I just came to say hi and have to go. No worries, Connor. Thank you so much for coming. You have a good day and a nice weekend, okay, Connor? It was great to see everybody say bye to Gaming with Connor. Take care, Connor, and have a fun time this weekend. Gaming with Connor says bye to everybody. Just ate. Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. Yes, happy Friday. How are you? Judy Ann, Lewis, how are you? I hope you're doing well. You know what? It's great to see you. We're on a second time today. I was on earlier. Literally, I've been just pushing out a few more lives recently. I'm just kind of circulating things a little bit more. Probably for another week in that, and then after next week, I'll be just back to just once a day in that, just to my regular slot at 2 p.m. But yeah, probably next week you'll see me in the morning and the afternoon sometimes. But once we get that done, well, it should be back to normal schedule, just Monday to Friday, the 2 p.m. Standard time. Yes, just ate. Judy and Lewis, thanks very much. Enjoy your weekend Gaming with Connor. Yes, and they are a wonderful channel, Gaming with Connor, and they have a family channel called JCTV. Anyways, how's everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing well. It's it's Friday. I would imagine it's almost lunch probably in over out west. So imagine what it's about 11 o'clock, just after 11 o'clock in California. But yeah, it's about just 5 after 2 here in this part of the country, and we're having a good day. I'm all pumped up for the last 24 hours or so. We seem to be getting a little tidbit of spring here. The sun's out. Can't ask for anything better. Sorry about the squeaky chair. The snow's starting to melt. The ice is going. You know what? Seems like spring's on its way. I know we pretty much technically have about a month left, but I think I'm just itching for the spring to get here, and I can't wait. I'm kind of excited. I'm kind of hoping it stays like this for the weekend. Wish I had a different setup so I wasn't so low, but maybe if I sat back here. Is that better? Now you don't have to look at me up close. But yeah. Give me a second. I'm into the water already. Just State says, doing very well, Jeff. Thank you. Oh, good. I'm glad to hear that. How's the weather out your way? I imagine it must be beautiful. I'm just guessing. I don't want to assume, but I imagine it's great. Steve Believe Guitar says, welcome everybody. Don't forget to hit the like for Jeff. Thanks, Steve. I appreciate it. I do appreciate it. So how's everybody else doing? Anybody have anything exciting going on today or on the weekend? Literally, I don't know what we're doing. My wife gave me some good news about 5 minutes ago. Not that she won't be on the stream, but she won't be here today. She said to say hi to everybody. She loves to come in. Pretty much, I probably said a while ago, about a month ago. She's not technically able to come in anymore. Not that I don't let her, but from work, things have changed slightly. So I wish I could tell each and every one of you, but in case anybody from her work's listening, I'll just keep my trap shut. But needless to say, she usually can't visit us on the lives anymore unless she's doing it on her break or at lunch and stuff. But so yeah, you won't see Joe because she's on her lunch actually, and she's walking 3 times a day now. She gets out for 15 minutes in the morning, I think 15 or 20 minutes at lunch, and then 15 on her last break. So I'm happy she's getting a good walk in, and she's doing well. I'm really proud of her. But yeah, she just wants you to know, she says hi to everybody. She just can't make it right now. That's all it is. Steve says any day. Yes, it's 8 p.m. here, 12 Celsius. Weird. Oh gosh, that sounds beautiful right now, Steve. It does. I'm sorry. Oh, no worries, Steve, but it sounds great. Anthony Fletcher, how you doing? I didn't mean to skip over you. I hope you're doing well. Are you at the pool, or where are you today? Anthony is our son Ethan's friend from school, and Anthony and his family, his mom and his brother and sister, they're in Florida, and I think they're going to Disney and Universal Studios. I don't know specifically, but anyways, they're in Florida, and he's dialed in here a couple times now since he's been in Florida. But I keep telling him I hope he's having a good time, and the weather, it should be beautiful for him. Should be beautiful. He was saying the other day he was at the pool, and oh, there you go. See, he says, I just got out of the pool. I imagine it's absolutely beautiful. I imagine Ethan would be jealous of you, Anthony. Not really, but he'd be happy that you're there, Anthony. He would be happy for you. Desmond's daughter says, I'm back. Good, Dave. Good. Hey, everybody. If you don't know Desmond's daughter, you all know Dave from Desmond's Daughters anyways, but he gave us some good news in the last day or so. His part for Desmond for his RV is in, so most likely he's saying that it should be repaired, and his Desmond, his RV, should be up and running probably by the beginning of next week. So probably next weekend or sometime later in the week next week. He says him and Lindsay, his wife, are going to be able to get out on Donders. And Dave loves to get out, and just like we all do, none of us want to be stuck in the house. Let's see. Sorry about this. Just 8. I don't know if you heard. But no. Give me a second here. Just 8. I don't know if you heard, but Los Angeles got treated to a rare dusting of snow yesterday. Well, I don't know. Maybe you liked it. I don't know. But if you did, that's fantastic. We've had enough of it. But no, imagine. Let's put it this way: if you don't see it or you don't have it, it's a totally different feeling in that. But I guess you know what it is when you have it or see it all the time. You get kind of just like, I imagine what somebody in the warmer weather or something would like a certain whatever. But I'm glad that you're able to get the snow and stuff. I imagine. Did you enjoy it? I don't know. Anthony Fletcher says we're going to Universal Studios Monday. You know what, Anthony? We never went, unfortunately. We didn't get there, but the kids wanted to go. They said if they ever go back, that's where they'd like to go. And I think they were really wanting to go to Universal because Universal has more I know Disney has a lot of younger rides, but Universal has more. As you get older, those kind of rides and that. So I bet you're gonna have a blast, Anthony. I bet you're gonna have a blast. Sunshine, hi Jeff. Sunshine, it's great to see you. You must have brought the sunshine with you because last 24 hours since I've seen you last, you know what? The sun's come out. So you're bringing sunshine every time. Anyways, the sun's came out. It's warmer. The ice, the snow is starting to melt. It's starting to feel like spring. So we're super happy here. This morning I had to go out. I had to go. Do something. I had to go pick something up, drop something off, and anyways, I was out for about half an hour. And when I was out, had the window open, the music blaring, and having a good old time. But literally, spring feels like it's here. I know it's not for another month, but I'm excited, excited. Sunshine moved. Oh, wait a second? Moved? Did you move, Sunshine? Or you put moved in the chat? So, anyways, Desmond's daughter's laughing. Sorry, Sunshine. Desmond is our motorhome. Yes, been waiting a month at the garage for a part, not where he was parked. So suspect is the workshop. That's great, Jeff. Good, Sunshine. Good. I was a little busy for the last 45 minutes before I came on. I was kind of rushing around. Friday, I mean you can't tell, but I vacuum and do some chores. Not chores, but I do the things my wife doesn't need to do when she gets home. She's busy working, so she doesn't need to be cleaning the washroom and the sinks and the vacuuming, so able to get that done quick. I don't want to push it off. I don't do it twice a week. I do it once, usually Friday afternoon. I try to get done quick because the dog likes to wander all through the place, and she's not she sheds, especially this time of year, winter. All dogs kind of and if she sits in one room, she's a little black dog, and she sits there too long, she rolls around, it's all over the place. So I figure Friday's a good time to get it all cleaned up. Sunshine says, spring is here too. No, I did not move. Okay. Yes, no, spring seems to be here, and it's lovely. I love it. Desmond's daughters laugh a lot. I try not to move except in Desmond. I've been... Yeah, Sunshine says, I've been calling you Desmond. Sunshine, no worries. I'm sure he understands, because for the longest time, Dave can tell you, I was calling him Desmond too. It's funny. Joe knew I don't listen as well as Joe does, so I did not know his name was Dave or David. But I called him, and then one day he says, Jeff, I have some surprising news that I have to share with you. I'm not actually Desmond, but it's he's a great fella. Let's see, it never had snowed in the 30 years that I've lived here. No, okay, well then that would be something. I know a lot of people down there and overseas that have never seen it or never had it. Just crave it or looking for it. I guess I'm in my 40s and it doesn't miss us. We always get it, even if it's just a little bit. We always get it. But I honestly loved it when I was a kid. Don't mind it now, but I'm happy to see it go. It brings the different change of the year and that force. So, but I can understand. I'm glad that you did get it down there. Just 8 says it was kind of a day in some parts of Southern California where snow dropped at extremely low elevation levels, creating a winter wonderland for a short while. Oh, that is amazing. It really is. Hey, literally when I said hey, I didn't say hey everybody, but I said hey. I emphasized the word hey. I didn't say a. I said hey. But climate change is. I'm not saying that's climate change, but the weather sure has changed, hasn't it? Dave says Desmond's daughter's not a problem, Sunshine. I'm called Dave, but to mind what people call me, except late for dinner. Exactly, I agree with you on that. It's funny, Dave. I'm to that point now. I definitely don't want to be late for dinner. Now the kids, they could care less. They'll play their games, they'll listen to music, talk on the phone to their friends. They don't care as long as they get to do what they want. They don't really want to listen at this point. Kind of the teenage years. Desmond's daughter, Steve says, level, I don't mind fingers are not working. Oh gosh, no worries, Dave. Let's see here. Priscilla Nilla. Hello, friend. Priscilla Nilla, how are you? It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. You know what? The last 24 hours has brought wonderfulness to our area of the country. Literally, the sun's out. It's warm. The snow and the ice here is melting. We live in Canada, so the snow and ice is melting, and the sun's back out. It's warming up. We're loving it here. it feels like spring. I know we're a month away, but you know what? I can keep hoping and dreaming for spring to be here. So anyways, while it's here, you know what? Everybody keeps saying, what are you doing on here then? But yeah, no, literally after I'm done, pick the kids and my wife up, and I won't be on here again today. But yep, no, it's, you know, the great weather's here, so can't ask for anything better. Cannot ask for anything better. Let's see here. Oh gosh, I was on earlier for, Dave, how long was I on here for? About an hour and a half this morning, from 11 to 12:30, and at about 12 o'clock, I thought, okay, I'm done. I'll say goodbye to everybody. And the next thing I knew, it was half an hour later. I thought, everybody, I have to get going. I could have probably kept talking, but I had to get going because I had to get a few things done before 2 o'clock here. So anyways, it is what it is. I'm going to be drinking lots of water on the stream today. I drank, I think, 2 cups of it this morning, but I probably will have 2 or 3 more while I'm on this one. I've been drinking a lot of water lately, which is a good thing. East Mesa Urban Homestead. East Mesa Urban Homestead in the house. How you doing, buddy? It's good to see you. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. Give me a second here. Give me a second. I'll check. There we are. Perfect. Dave, that's funny. I got my chores done. Yes, Dave, I figure I better get my chores done or I'll have my walking orders, and I don't want the... No, I'm just teasing. Literally, you know, I do a lot of things around here during the day with the wife's at work, but Friday, I want to make sure it's cleaned up for her when she gets home, because, you know what, she got some good news today I'm not allowed to talk about because she wouldn't even tell me over the phone, but sounds like it's good. Sounds like it was good news for her in that today, so quite happy about that. Good, and you, Jeff? Oh, good. East Mesa Urban Homestead. It's William, right? William. I'm not going to lie to you. You know what I do? Every time, got a good old trusty list. And, you know what, literally, you know, the channel names are great, but once you know somebody's name, I always write them down in the list. So I've got everybody's name that, you know, that I didn't know already. I just write them down in the list. I know everybody from the channel name, but I don't always know everybody's name. But, yeah, it's good to have you here. Thanks very much. How's the weather out your way? I imagine it must be fairly decent. Must be decent for you. Priscilla Nil says, I've been eating healthier and working out. I want to do workout videos. Oh, that's good, Priscilla Nil. You know what? I've been saying the same thing for a while. My wife's been saying, she's been saying, honey, you got to get out and start exercising. Because up until the fall, I used to walk every day. I walked a good 5 kilometers a day. I was pretty good shape. I worked out. But, you know, over the fall and this part of winter, I've slacked it, and I really haven't done a lot. You know, I do a lot of this, which there's nothing wrong with, but I haven't been getting out and being as active as I should. So now the good weather, I started walking this week, and slowly but surely every week I'll add another kilometer, and I'll be back up to par. But what I've started doing, my main ingredient of my fuel is water. I used to drink a lot of soft drinks and what do you call them, juices and stuff like that. I love juice, but it's, you know, it's full of sugar, and I find my friend now is just water. Not gonna lie, yesterday it wasn't, but we're back up to the old clear stuff now. And I was gonna say, where are we? And then my wife would have said, you're at home. Let's see here. East Mesa Urban Homestead rained yesterday for almost... Oh, wow. Holy jeez. Rained yesterday for almost 18 hours straight. Yikes, that's crazy. You know, it's rained here before. I don't know if it's rained 18 hours straight here only, but that's... I imagine it probably has, but yikes, that's crazy. Oh, yes. I know Bob loves this name. Big Heck. Hello, everybody. Big Heck, how are you? It's nice to see you. Welcome. You know what? Everybody say hi to Big Heck. You know what? If there's someone new that you don't know here that new comes in, if you check out their channel, if you like the content, if you like their channel, please check them out. Leave a message. That way it gives them like a paper trail. They can check your channel out as well and see if they enjoy the content. You never know. You know, it could be your next big interest you didn't know you even had in the first place. Big Hack says, much love and respect to all of us here. Yes, Big Hack, thank you so much. I wish I could do the announcer voice like last night. We were on, Joe and I were on Gil Skills last night. He was on last night at 7 o'clock, and he had a great show. And we had a little we had some fun while we were on there. We always do. But anyways, we had some fun, and as everybody would come in, Bob says to us, he says, let's do like announcer voices. So when everybody comes in, each channel will announce the name and stuff like that. I can do it, but I'm not quite up to par like if I have another few people. So my wife and Bob, the three of us, we were able to grab everybody as they were coming in. But it was busy there last night. Gosh, it was busy on his channel. But we had a great time. We had a good time with Bob last night. We always do only. Let's see here. There we are. Good stuff. Oh, man. Sorry, everybody. I apologize for that. Do apologize. Gosh, we're about 20 minutes in here. It won't be a long one today. I'll probably just do an hour to 3 o'clock, and that'll be it for Friday and that. But been busy today. We already did an hour and a half, and we're almost half an hour into this one. So been busy today. It's good to see everybody. I'm real happy to see you. I hope you're having a good day. I don't know what's up for the weekend. Anybody have any plans going on? I mean, you don't have to share, but if you want to, that's fantastic. Anybody have anything going on, either on the channel or just anything else going on? I don't know what's going on myself. Usually, literally, a lot of times my wife will make plans, before Friday night and say, oh, this is what we're going to do this weekend, and everything's good then. But she hasn't really commented on anything. I think what she wants to do is, go shopping and do a few odds and ends. That's not my favorite thing, but, it has to be done, and everybody has to do it anyways. But I imagine we're going to do that, and then we've got a video that we need to edit. We went to Medieval Times last weekend, on last Saturday with the kids. Had a good time. We went down to Toronto, which is 2 hours from here, and I don't know if anybody, if you know what Medieval Times is. If you do, that's fantastic. If not, it's not a dinner show, but it kind of is. It's like the knights of old, and you have one side against the other, and then the knights fight. They joust, and they get off, and they have their swords and everything. It's a bunch of fun. Took the kids, the wife. We went for the afternoon and had a great time. We filmed it. We just have to edit it now. This week has been busy at night. We've been pretty much on here a lot and on lives, so we haven't had the time to edit, but we'll get it done this weekend. And also, Mickey, how you doing, Mickey? It's good to see you. Welcome. We're going to do the challenge. I know, I think you challenged Bob to the peanut butter and mayonnaise challenge, and Bob challenged Joe and I to the peanut butter and mayonnaise. We haven't done it yet, but hopefully have to buy some bread. I don't eat bread anymore. I took it out of my diet completely, so there's actually no bread in the house. So I'll have to get some bread. I know we have peanut butter. I always have peanut butter in the house, but mayonnaise, may have to look for it. If not, pick some up. And Joe's going to be part. I think she might just take a couple bites. I don't think she's venturing in too much, but I'm going to try to eat a sandwich like Bob did and see. But I'm going to do a suggestion of Bob, get a glass of something, glass of water or something to get that down. But let's see, hit that like button. Thanks, Mickey. I appreciate it. I hope you're doing well. Are you getting excited? I know you're at work for a couple more hours, Mickey, but is everybody getting excited for the weekend? I'm on cloud 9. I've been talking, Mickey, how warm it is here. The sun's out. It's absolutely beautiful. It's too nice to be in the house. If you can get out this weekend or at any point today, get out, because everybody's like, okay, we're going now. Anyways, yeah, no, if you can get out at any point, get out, because you know what? Who knows how long it's going to stay? At least here, I'm afraid it's going to go to more. So I hope it stays all weekend. I really do. Let's see here. Sunshine. Hope to catch some vitamin D. Oh, gosh, yes. I do, too. I do. East Mesa Urban Homestead. Did you throw chicken bones? Oh, gosh. I love that. Chicken bones. Dismas Donders left love. Pop into a takeaway and get some extra mayo sachets. Yeah, Dave, that's about it. I think we have some sitting in there. I'm probably the only one in the house who would eat it. So my wife, they don't usually buy it because the kids don't care for it, and my wife, she won't eat it really either. So I think we have, but I got to make sure it's not gone rancid or anything. It's still okay. Dismas says, nope, I'm getting excited for a Donder. Oh gosh, yes. Like I said, I don't even know what we're doing. All I know is I have to figure something. Even if I always say to Joe, it doesn't matter what it is. I don't love going shopping. I always try to change it up. If we're not going to do anything, instead of going shopping, I'll tell her we'll go to the market. Now, the market I like to go to because there's a lot of different things. It's not just the grocery store, all the different aisles. They have different things. There's woodworkers there, woodworking, and there's a ton of stuff. There's tools and stuff. The markets have everything in that. They sell furniture there. They have Mennonite furniture there. They have everything, Amish furniture. They have everything you could ever imagine there. So I kind of wander off. I'll go down to the marketplace. I go to the butchers and stuff. I'm starting to sound like an old man, but I wander off because it's nothing like the grocery store, and I actually don't mind it. But anyways, Sunshine says, I need to go and start cooking dinner. Have an awesome day. Thanks, Sunshine. I appreciate it. And hope, the sunshine does stay all weekend. Have a great one, okay? And if it does, I'm going to get out for sure one way or the other, at least for a bit. Sunshine says, later, peeps. Have a good one, Sunshine. Thanks again for coming. Much appreciated. East Mess Urban Homestead at the medieval times in Spain, everyone there. Okay. Yes, I absolutely love it. I think it's... I didn't know if it's just something... I didn't think it was just something over here. I thought it must be everywhere, but oh my gosh. We went years ago with the kids when they were younger. They had a blast. Our son's birthday's New Year's Day. Now, New Year's Day, a lot of people are doing stuff, especially their kids. They're not going to come to a birthday party for our son, so he never celebrates on his birthday. We usually wait a couple weeks or a month or two in. So you know what? It's February. A couple weeks ago, we asked him. He said, "Dad, Mom, I want to go to medieval times." And we're like, "You don't want to have a birthday?" He says, "No, I want to go to that." And we're all excited because we love it. So we said, yeah. So we ordered the tickets, and we were able to go last week, and we had a good time. And if you've never been, anybody, if you ever get a chance, you should take a look at it. It is fun. I mean, it's up to everybody, but if you ever thought about it, definitely check it out. East Miss Urban Homestead, threw chicken bones at the losers. Oh, I got it. I got you now. I understand. Willie Parker. Hey, Willie, how are you? And he says, hey, Mayor Mickey. The mayor isn't in the house. Well, she is in the house, Willie. She is. But she's still at work, Willie. So, she's probably itching to get out of work and stuff. I imagine she's just like everybody, can't wait to get out and enjoy the day and stuff. But, Gary Scandal, how are you, buddy? It's good to see you. Gary says, what you got to do is take a dozen of plastic eggs, fill them with different drinks. Let me read this, Gary. What you got to do is take a dozen of plastic eggs, fill them with different drinks like vodka or lemon juice or horseradish juice. Number them and let your subs choose a number and take turns. You said the magic one, horseradish, Gary. You did say that's a pretty interesting one, Gary. That is an interesting one. Gosh, I haven't had horseradish in years. My gosh. Willie says, I'm doing okay, and how are you? Well, if you're talking to you know who, I'm pretty good, Willie, but hope you're doing well. It's I don't know what the weather's like down in North Carolina, but spring's here, Gary. Well, I'm not going to lie. I don't know if spring's here, but the last 24 hours has been like spring-like weather here, so I'm a little pumped up about it. You know what? I've been able to talk 28 minutes, almost half an hour, Gary. I'm not Gary. I was talking to Gary a second ago, but Willie, I've been able to talk 30 minutes without going pizza. So everything's going good. Been a busy one today, Willie. Been a busy one. Willie, I saw your comment earlier. What did you have for lunch today? Oh, gosh. Gary says it's a challenge game. Laugh a lot. Yeah, it sounds like a good one. It does sound like a good one. You know what? I'm going to show Joe, my wife. She's not on right now. She's at work. She usually gets in. She just can't right now, but I'm going to show her later. I'm going to have her run through the chat here and take a look at this one because she's going to love that. My wife loves games and challenges, anything. Unfortunately, she calls me a stick in the mud that I'm not into. Everybody in the house, my wife and my daughter love games. They love them. The women in the house love games. Now our son, he likes them. He's a little more on my side where I'm not much of a games person. My dad and I and my brother never did games when we were kids. Now my mother, if she comes over, she likes to participate, like get into the game. She always said, all the men in the house were stick in the muds. They never liked to do anything. We never did it when we were kids, so we never were used to it. But my wife and mom and daughter, all the women in my family, they absolutely love it. Willie says it is terrible. It feels like Canada. Oh, geez, Willie. Desmond Donners. Okay, supper's ready. Time for me to run. Catch you later, Jeff and everyone. Take care, Dave. Desmond Donners. You have a good one. And thanks for coming, buddy. Have a good weekend. I hope you do get out at least for a tiny bit, Dave, on the weekend. Have a good one. We'll see you. Probably see you next week in that. Well, not probably. I'll see you next week at some point, Dave. Have a good one, my friend. You and Lindsay have a good weekend. Gary Scan, I got to loosen up, buddy. Oh, yeah, I am. But unfortunately, the games part, my wife always says I love the arts and stuff. I love anything entertainment wise. I love that. But the games, I'll like, let's put it this way: any games or cards or anything, it's not me. I couldn't play cards. I remember when I was in college years ago, I'd learn on a Friday night, and I'd play Friday, Saturday nights with the fellas. We'd play poker, and to this day, I can't play poker. If you teach me, I'll learn that day, and then the next day you'll have to teach me again because it's not something I'm interested. So if I'm not interested, it goes over my head. It's like games, not interested, so it goes over my head. But my wife always tries the best, but I usually do it for the kids. But she's like, show some interest. I said, I've got a lot of interest, just not in games. Not a games person at all. But the Macam Nerd. Evening, everybody. Evening, how are you? I like that name. I do like that name. Hope you're doing well. I hope the weather's good for you. We have a little bit of spring-like weather here. I'm in Canada. So for us, we're excited just because it's been cold and damp and, kind of winter-like weather. So the sun, kind of brightens things up. Kind of excited about it. Been kind of enjoying it for the last 24 hours. We're kind of hoping it goes into the weekend for us. Willie says we got rain coming soon. Rain. I don't know if we do here or not. Willie, I should check to see. The Macam Nerd says, how's everybody? Well, I hope everybody's doing well. You know what? They probably haven't been able to get a word in edgewise. I sometimes get on here and I yap a mile a minute. And people talk in the chat anyway, so I don't think they're listening. But I try my best, and some days are better than others. But doing well so far. I hope everybody else is too. And Macam Nerd says, could do with rain here. Yeah, it's here. The snow and ice is starting to melt, so it's a little damp and wet. But the sun's out. That's the main thing. So it's kind of drying things up, and the main word is sunshine's here, and I can't ask for anything better. Willie says you can have it. Yeah, exactly. You can have it. Willie, give me 2 seconds. I'll try to see what the weather says or what the weather's bringing the next 24 hours here. Let me see. I've got a weather app. It just checks 1 degree. It's going down to -4 at 10 o'clock tonight. 2 o'clock is -6. And then it's going back up to 0 at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. But a little overcast tomorrow, but it doesn't give me... Actually, you know what? It does. Tomorrow it looks like 43% chance of rain tomorrow. No rain today. And then, yikes. Looks like Monday and Tuesday next week we're getting snow again. So, and then the sun doesn't come back out here till next Wednesday. So today's our best day. Literally, next Wednesday, I guess the weather changes up again. So I guess I should be out because it doesn't look like it's going to be a nice weekend here. East Messon Urban Homestead. Yeah, I know it's a little bit boring, buddy, but yeah, thanks for coming. I appreciate it. Okay, everybody, take care. Jeff, Jojo, I'll say hi, and everybody have a great weekend. You too, buddy. Have a nice weekend. Enjoy. Get out and enjoy the weather. I imagine you probably did. Not like me. I need to get out, and once this is done, in about 25 minutes, I'm gonna get out. But I'll only go to 3 o'clock today. I won't go to close to 3:30. I'll just go to 3 o'clock today. I'll give everybody a rest on that. Gary says, Wednesday it snowed. Oh, yikes. Gary says, Wednesday it snowed 8 inches. Thursday was 52. And sunny. Today, cloudy, 38. Yeah. Literally, Gary, it sounds like the weather's supposed to be beautiful here today, but that same kind of weather you're having right now tomorrow. Good chance, almost 50% chance of some rain and stuff tomorrow. Let's see here. Ujaga Pivi. Dano. It's Dano. You know what I kept calling you? Did I call you Dano or Damo? What is it? Joe wrote it down for me. I'm sorry. Give me a second here. Give me a second. I did write it down. I don't want to mess it up again because I was messing it up. Give me a second. Let me see. Let's see. Damo. Okay, Damo. I screwed it up before. I was calling you Dano. Damo. I'm so sorry. I write things down on the fly, so I never meant to... I guess it is what it is. Damo, I never meant to call you the other one before, my friend. Jacob Pivy Damo says, "Hi everybody, crack of dawn Saturday here. Literally the sun just rose, but overcast." Let's see here. There we are. So I'm caught up, I guess, right now. Give me a couple of seconds. I need some water here. Willie, that's funny. That's pretty funny. There's maybe one thing that's Canadian, Willie. Everything else is the same stuff you have. And you know, you probably have it down there too, but I would say everything here is about the same you'd have down there. No different, Willie. None whatsoever. Willie Parker said, "Jeff, would you do a video on Canadian food?" Willie, literally, you know, a lot of food here. It's different cultures and that. We have a lot of different cultures, so we have everything just like down there and stuff. Really no different. You know, you get your burgers, you get your barbecue, whatever. We have everything everybody else does, but you know, I imagine it, your nationality, your culture, whatever. We have a lot of different cultures here, and you know, they've all been mixed into our own one big culture and stuff like that. Like a massive bunch of cultures it's a good thing, and it makes everything go around. But we have a ton of things. Like my wife loves shawarma. It's not my favorite food, but my wife absolutely loves that. There's tons of different things here, but I guess I don't know if you call it a Canadian. It's not really a food, but kind of a fun thing. They have poutine here, or they call it poutine. A lot of Canadians call it poutine, but it's actually poutine. It's just it's a French thing. All it is French fries or not potato chips, chips or French fries, whatever you want to call them, with cheese and gravy. That's it. Some might think, ugh, but first I didn't have it till about 20 years ago. I never even heard of it. But you know, it's a big thing in Quebec here. Oh, well, I'm not in Quebec, but in Quebec in Canada and northern Ontario where I am. I'm in the southern part of Ontario, down by the United States, closer to the United States. But in northern Ontario, as you go up a lot further, a few hours from here, many hours actually, a big thing up there. There's a lot of French Canadian. It's a big French Canadian thing, and I can't really think of anything else. If you want to call something Canadian, because everything else comes from somewhere else here, anyways. That's the only Canadian. I'm sure that's Canadian stuff, but I don't eat anything other than what everybody else eats, Willie. No difference at all. Jacob Pivy, all good. I always heard Bookham Dan. Oh gosh, Hawaii Five-0. Oh my gosh, that was my dad when I was a little kid. My dad, him and I would sit and watch. I guess it would have been reruns of Hawaii Five-0 because I was, you know, in the 70s, so it probably was reruns of Hawaii Five-0, and my dad absolutely loved that show. Oh my gosh, when you said that instead of Damo, what show was that from? Oh yes, Hawaii Five-0. Hawaii Five-0. Absolutely, I love that show. Jacob Pivy says he's from Australia. Willie Parker says, "Do you all have soul food restaurants in Canada?" You know, it depends on where you go, Willie. There are some. I live in London, downtown. A lot of places downtown have a lot of different types of foods, Willie. So pretty much it depends. Like if you're in Toronto, definitely. It depends on where you are, Willie. Just like anything, but a lot of different styles of foods. Like I love Spanish food. I love Spanish and like Chinese food and stuff like that, and Japanese and stuff. But and like some Thai and stuff like that, and Vietnamese. I really love that, and they have it all. I mean, heck, you can get Ethiopian food here. You can get anything you want, pretty much. I'm a big fan of. I'm Irish, but we kind of grew up with that kind of food. My grandparents, they were right from Ireland, and they just made your basic stews and potatoes and all that kind of stuff. And I loved all that stuff. But what I really love is I love Hungarian food. We have a restaurant called Budapest here, and Hungarian food is one of my favorites. Once every few years, I like to go to this place. They call it Budapest, and in Budapest, when you have the meals there, they have like 7-8 course meals, and it's fantastic. I love starting with the soups and then starting everything. My favorite is Hungarian, and now I'm not in any way Hungarian, but I absolutely love that food. I absolutely love it. There's tons of things, but you can get anything, Willie. Just about anything here. Gary says, there's been crazy weather to Otago-Pivi in Australia. There certainly has, Gary. We talked to a few that said the weather at one point had been up to 49, 50 degrees Celsius, or close to 50 at least. That's crazy, it is. City Girl Country Heart, hello, how are you? It's good to see you. Welcome. I hope you're having a good day. I don't know what the weather's like where you are. We're in Canada, and you know what? The weather's beautiful. For the last 24 hours, you know what? We've had sunshine. Couldn't ask for anything better. You know what? We've had actually a pretty decent winter, but the last month or so, our winter kind of hit about a month ago. We've had sporadic like snowstorms and ice storms and stuff here, but the last 24 hours have been beautiful. The sun's out, snow, the ice is melting, and I thought, oh, it's going to go into the weekend. It's going to be a beautiful weekend, but I was just talking to somebody. I looked at the weather app on my phone a second ago, and realized this is the best day we're going to have till about Wednesday next week. Looks like we get about 50% chance of some rain all weekend, so should really be out. But after this, we'll get out and get our things done. But I hope the weather's well for you, because it's an absolutely beautiful day today. Beautiful. Let's see. Otago-Pivi says to Gary, a lot of really hot days this week range from stinkers to storms here in the Sydney Basin. What? Oh, Gary says, I saw that it was like 144 degrees there. I would love that. Yikes, I don't know. Yikes. Willie says, soul food is like collard greens and fried chicken and fatback and collard stuff like that. Oh, Willie, I know exactly what it is. But, you know what? It's certain areas. We don't, there's not like tons of restaurants like that, Willie, but there is restaurants in like cities that you can get it, definitely. You could definitely get it here, but I don't want to say it's not on every corner, Willie, but just like the other restaurants I was talking about, they have specialized restaurants, but they're in each city. But what was it? One place I love going is Detroit, downtown Detroit. I don't know if in Detroit, one of my favorite foods, if you go to Detroit, right downtown, is Greek food. I mean, you can get Greek food here. I love Greek food. But we have a place here called Mykonos, and they serve, like, I love the salads and stuff like that. But Mykonos here is some of the fish is absolutely just brilliant. I love it. But I do like Greek food. I like a lot. Only one I'm not a fan of is my wife is a biggest fan. She loves like Indian food and like shawarma and stuff like that. Those two, it's the only, all the power. If somebody likes it, good for them. Not my favorite, but my wife, that's her kind of favorite food and stuff. Anything too spicy is a little too much for me. I know I'm not saying they're spicy, but that's not my favorite. But my wife loves them. I think one of the kids does, but the other one is more like me, doesn't. As my wife says, picky. But when I grew up in an Italian area of Toronto, and I grew up on a lot of Italian food, and that I'm not Italian in any way, but everybody that I knew, all my friends and that were Italian. So when we had dinner and stuff like that, everything, like, and I mean not just spaghetti pasta like that, like, oh my gosh, let's put it this way, Italians to me make the best pork chops I've ever had. I remember, you know, we used to go to my friends, we'd play hockey. Mom would, even after I told her I was just a kid, be 10 years old, I'd come in, you know, at 7 o'clock at night, it was time to pick them up for hockey. And, you know, by 7, usually most of the kids are done. But they ate late because one of the parents worked late. So I used to go, and I'd always say I'll wait outside. But then the mother, she was right Italian. She didn't speak a lot of English, really broken English, which is fine. But she used to bring me down. They ate dinner in the basement. And we had a blast. I remember at 10, 11 years old going in. She'd always have spaghetti and different things. But and that was just like a fixing almost. And then she'd bring out the pork chops. At least once a week I got to have pork chops. My favorite pork chops, I call them Italian pork chops. It's just the seasoning and the spices and that she was put on. I still can taste them. I wish I could find a place that made pork chops like she did. But my favorite thing, I'd have the pork chops. I was full after. I don't even know how I played hockey. But I had the pork chops. And then the best, my favorite was literally, I was 10 years old. I you know, my mother would have never allowed it had she known. But we had wine with our dinner. My mother, I think I told her a few years ago, she almost keeled over. She says, "What?" I said, "Oh yeah, we're just little kids." And I remember, I think we must have been probably hammered going and play hockey and stuff as kids. But Oh yeah, we had wine and oh gosh, what a meal. Anyways, everybody's gone now. It's good to see you. Bye bye. No, just kidding. The Macam Nerd says I better go. I'll be back soon. Oh no worries, Macam Nerd. I'll be on for another 15 minutes. It's 2:45. I'll be on to 3 and then I'll close it up. But anyways, I've everybody. How's everybody else doing? Let's see here. City Girl, Country Heart, Willie Parker. I agree. We love colors. They are so good. Oh yes, no, I like them. It's just not something that we don't have a lot of places like that. We do have them. I'm not gonna lie to you. We have them. We don't have a ton. That's all. I don't know. It's a little bit of this, a little bit of that, if that makes sense. But I know probably in the south, definitely for sure. Let's see. Jacob Pivy says hottest this week at work was 102 Fahrenheit, 39 Celsius. Today's top is only 66 Fahrenheit, 19 Celsius. I imagine that's pretty easy to live with, but I don't know if 102, 39, I've seen that before here. I think the warmest I ever saw was about 41, 42, but to me that was way too hot, so I can't even imagine anything warmer than that. Gary Scandal says try hamburger with bacon, egg, and pepper jack cheese. Ay. And grape jam, yum yum. I've had the egg, Gary, but I never even would have thought of grape jam in a million years. Is it good, or you just give me the runaround, Gary, to try it? Let me see that. I'm going to tell my wife that bacon, eggs, pepper jack, because the pepper jack, I've had a lot of pepper jack burgers before, Gary, but I've never even heard of the grape jam. I've never heard of that. That's actually a pretty interesting one. Diamond H, am I reading that right? Yeah. Diamond H Farmhouse Swank. Hello, just got here. Welcome. It's good to have you here. Thanks very much for coming. I appreciate it. And Gary Scandal says it's awesome. Is it really? I can take your word for it. The jam part, I'm trying to figure what that would be like. Let me think about it for a second. Bacon. Oh my gosh. It sounds great, Gary. It sounds good. Bacon and eggs. Pepper jack cheese. I love me. We go to this for breakfast once or twice a year. We don't go to breakfast all the time, but my wife likes breakfast. She likes going out for breakfast. We usually take her out for Mother's Day. It's something she enjoys, so we take her. Anyways, this one, it's like a Greek restaurant we go to, and I get this omelet skittle or something like that. It's got everything. It's got the kitchen sink in it. It's got the diced potatoes and onions and all the different meats, like the sausages, the bacons, there's a bunch of other things in there, and some egg and stuff like that. And that's absolutely one of my favorite breakfasts. But I definitely the one with the grape jam. It does interest me. I mean, pepper jack cheese. Oh my gosh, that sounds so good right now. My wife's gonna say to me tonight, "What do you want for dinner?" I'm gonna say, "I want something with pepper jack now." James Wilski, hey, how are you, James? It's nice to have you. Welcome. It's nice to have you. Hope you're having a good Friday. You know what? I don't know what the weather's like where you are, but the sun's here. It's been here for, everybody's probably tired of me saying it, but the sun's been out here for about 24 hours. We're in Canada. I can't say enough about it. I've only had about a month of kind of the crummy winter weather, but it's a month long enough, and I'm just looking forward to spring. So I'm wishing for the spring weather, and it's supposed to be a gorgeous day here. It's been nice all morning and stuff like that into this afternoon, but it's supposed to be nice the rest of the day. And I think rain and stuff is back, but at least some of the snow and ice is starting to melt. Diamond H Farmhouse Swank says collard greens are great. Grits with butter, salt, and pepper. Now, I've had grits before. Now, the funny thing is about that, a few years ago we went down to Missouri, and my son, he's 11 now, and what was it, 2 years ago, so he would have been 9, I guess, at the time. And he's heard of grits, but we used to go down to South Carolina every year, and on the way down, probably in down in North Carolina, South Carolina, we'd have grits and that usually for breakfast and that. But our son, he'd heard of it, and he goes, "I want grits." In my head, I'm like, "You've never had them. So everywhere we went, we wanted to get grits. I thought, it was Missouri, they were going to have them. Couldn't find them anywhere. We could not find it anywhere. So I think we ended up going, I was shocked. I everywhere, every restaurant, any place I went, I couldn't find them. And so anyways, we went into the one, I forget where it was, went into the one place, and we picked some up, and did we make them, or I can't remember, or I I think he ended up having them at McDonald's or something. I can't remember, but we couldn't find them anywhere. It's the one place that we went is where he had them. But let's see here. City Girl, Country Heart, sweet and salty is always good together. I'm gonna have to try that, Gary. It does sound interesting, right? The kicker, everything else, I've had the egg and that with the burgers and that. The only thing is the jam. I just trying to get that in my. I can't get that out of my head. I mean, I love grape jams, but I can't get that out of my head. I'm trying to think of jam with a burger, but it might actually. I bet you, Gary. I bet you it is good. I bet you it is good. Now, if I tell my wife, either my wife will turn her head, but I don't think my wife is actually up for a lot of things. So I bet my wife is going to go, I bet that sounds good. Oh, gosh. Give me a second. I just need some water here, everybody. Sorry. Sorry about that, everybody. And Gary says, City Girl, you love it. I bet she will. And you know what, Gary? I might have to try it. I may have to try it. I think we have some grape jam in there. Fitz a big, hey, what's up, buddy? Hey, Fitz, it's good to see you. We're just talking, people are talking about different foods and stuff and the weather and that. Anyways, Gary Scandal in the chat was saying that we should try a hamburger, Fitz. And he says, try the burger. It says hamburger with bacon, eggs, with pepper jack cheese. Had it up to there. I've had that, Fitz. But then he says the pepper jack cheese, and then he goes with grape jam. Now, my head started spinning. I thought, grape jam. Anyways, everybody's saying it sounds good, and some people have had it, I guess. Have you ever had it, Fitz? I've never, even a million years, would have thought of jam. But you know what? It could be good. It may be good. I'll have to take a look. Happy Friday. You've got that right, Fitz. And you know what? It's kind of spring-like weather here where I'm in Canada, and it's beautiful. So I can't complain. I don't know if the rest of the weekend's going to be like that here, but I hear, it's a beautiful day here today. So after this, I'll go for another 10 minutes, and then it'll almost be 3, or it'll be just after 3, and I'll close it down then, because then I've been on long enough for everybody to have to listen to. Gary says the egg has to be a little dippy. Oh, gosh. City Girl, Country Heart, Eat of the Day. Try a donut that has a maple glaze and a bacon on. Oh, I tried the maple glaze before, and I think I've had donuts with bacon on it, but maple glaze and bacon on top, totally awesome. I may have tried that now. You know what I've had? Years ago, we had, where I worked, they did a lot of shipping and stuff years and years ago. And there was a supplier sent stuff in, and it was around Christmas time. And he sent a box of different coffees into the boss that we worked with. And they said, share them with the people. And it was around, like I said, the week of Christmas. So he opened them up and he said, do you want to make coffees? So we're all making these different if you like coffees, you're going to like this. But if you don't, I mean, they had everything. They had the cinnamon coffees. They had pepper coffees. Anyways, when you said the bacon, they had bacon coffee. Now, I love bacon. You can put bacon on almost anything for me. But in coffee, but the donut part, I do like the bacon and the donut. I do like that. Trooper, Mini Cooper Trooper, Thomas, how are you, buddy? It's good to see you. Good to see you. Paul, how are you? PMDB Entertainment, it's nice to see you, Paul. We're talking about some food, some weather, everybody. It's kind of like spring weather here, so it's kind of gorgeous. So kind of liking it. Fitz Bake says, I'm out on that. I'm on the fence with sweet stuff mixed in places it shouldn't be. Anyways, yeah, Fitz, that's what I think my wife will like it, but the jam, I'm just trying to get the jam part. I'm trying to fit that into my head right now. But you know what? Gary says it's awesome, so I may have to try it. Diamond H Farmhouse Swank. I think the grape jam sounds great on the burger. You know what? It just maybe. It maybe. Fitz Bake says, I don't do sweet and spicy at the same time. Sweet and salty is pretty hit and miss too. Fitz, I guess my problem is, Fitz, I'm picky as anything. My wife, she has a hard time selling me on such and such. So when I do try things, I think that's where my daughter gets it. My daughter's very hit and miss. She's very she won't add this, add that. Now, if you add it to her food, she doesn't know it. She'll be like, "Oh, this is great," and then you tell her, and then she takes her head and goes, changes her whole opinion on it. But it's funny, yeah. My daughter, she's not one to try anything new, and I'm fortunate that I think she's taking it after me. But now my son, wife, they'll try anything. Diamond H Farmhouse Swank says chocolate covered bacon. Chocolate covered bacon. Not a big chocolate fan, but it was pretty good. Chocolate covered. My gosh, that sounds amazing. I could see it. I like what do you call them? Deep fried. You ever had deep fried Mars or deep fried Snickers? You can deep fry anything. I had deep fried ice cream. I love deep fried stuff. I know it's probably not good for me, but I love it. Mini Cooper Trooper, I'm fine. Jeff, how are you? Pretty good, Thomas. Good, good, good. You know what? I've been yapping on a long time, Thomas, today, but I'm having a good time. It's great to see everybody. Fitzbake says, hi to PMDB. Let's see. Gary says, if you don't use bacon, try French fries. Not too many. Oh my gosh, French fries. Oh, sounds good. Fitzbake says, I hate sweet pickles too. It ain't a dill pickle if it ain't real pickle. Yes. Oh gosh. Now my problem is, Fitz, I think I might have talked once before, but give me a pickle, you see me running down the road. I can't do pickles at all. It's funny now, when I was a kid, you'd think it'd be the total reverse, because a lot of things you don't like when you're a kid, you love as an adult. But I ate pickles, sweet pickles, dill pickles, anything. I loved pickle stuff when I was a kid, loved it. Now, my wife has them in the fridge, for the kids and stuff. I can't eat a pickle. But everybody know Marty from Down the Rabbit Hole Travel. She's got one of the channels on YouTube. But Marty, she did, I think I've seen challenges. It wasn't just her that's done the challenge, but there's a challenge for some kind of, I don't know what it is. Somebody had some kind of, it was for something specific. Anyway, she did the challenge, and it's called the Pickle Juice Challenge. You drink like a cup of pickle juice. I think Marty, she drank like 3 or 5 cups of pickle juice. Almost passed out when I saw her do it. But she said after the first one she was okay with it, but I almost passed out watching her do it. Fitzabake says, I got a deep fried Oreo video coming out Monday. Oh, now there you go. Oreos, chocolate chip, anything like that, Fitz, I'm going to watch. I am going to watch. And I know everybody in the family, like the kids and the wife, love Oreos. So they're going to all watch Fitz for sure. Oh my gosh, does that ever sound good? I think they must deep fry everything, don't they? City Girl, Country Heart, deep fried Oreo cookies, yum. They sound good, don't they? Oh my gosh, I love Oreos with ice cream. Oh my gosh, I love Oreos. You know what? I've heard of it. I've never had it. Diamond H Farmhouse Swing. Deep fried Twinkie. Is it good? I imagine it must be. You know what? To be honest, I haven't had a Twinkie in about 15 years. You know what? I may look for them this weekend. I haven't had a Twinkie in about 15 years. Fitzbake says started hashtag deep fried those on Instagram today. It's on here, is it? Okay, I'll take a look after, Fitz. I will. Anthony Fletcher, you're back. Hi. Anthony's down. Anthony's our son Ethan's friend from school. Now Anthony's down with his mom and his brother and sister. They're down in Florida. I think they're going to like Disney and to Universal and that. I think he's going next week or something to one of them. But hope you're doing well. I don't know if you're still at the pool, Anthony, but it's good to see. I hope you're having a good time there. Diamond H Farmhouse Swing says, I'm great, James. How are you? Let's see. Gary Scandal says, I love deep fried foods. I do too. Unfortunately, and I know it's not good for me, but I do love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh, gosh. Diamond H Farmhouse says, terrific. Good. Mini Cooper Troop says, this chat is awesome. It is fun, isn't it? Hey, Mini Cooper, I think your video with your mom the other day, were you going to grandparents or something? Did you have a good time? I know you were just waiting. You must have been getting ready to go. I never heard. Did you have a good time? Razzle Rama Videos. Razzle, how are you, my friend? It's good to see you. Welcome. It's great to have you here. Gary says, at the Little League World Series, they have tons of deep fried food. Yes, I can imagine. Last summer we went to, I forget what it was last summer. We went to like a fair we went up to my wife's parents and stuff. They're up north, and we went to one of the fairs in like July or August, whatever it is, sometime in the summer. And they have all the rides, all the food stuff, and yeah, they didn't have a ton, but they had a few different places. I think you could get deep fried Mars and Snickers and deep fried pickles and all, the basics and stuff. But I could go for a whole unit of deep fried stuff. I don't know if my wife would allow me to, but I would love it. Oh, we're taking a break. Okay, Anthony, that's good. You know what? Sometimes you need to do that. It's fun to go and do everything. Sometimes it's nice to just kind of relax for a bit. Mini Cooper says, okay, bro, gotta go. No worries, Thomas. You take care. I'm going to go in a few minutes anyways, Thomas, because I've been on a bit today, so I'm going to have to take a break here for a bit. But Vincent Bake says, I'm a gin and jir. back to what? I'm gonna get back to watching the rain come. Oh, okay. I'm gonna get back to watching the rain come down. You all have a great weekend. You too, Fitz. I'm gonna probably close it out in a minute or two, anyways. Fitz, I've been on. This is almost 2.5, 3 hours today, so I'm gonna have to probably not right now, but I'm gonna have to get off here in a couple minutes, anyways. Let's see here. Let's see. Something good. Oh, you know what? That's who I missed. Good Times Outdoors. Hello, how are you? I saw Diamond H Farmhouse Swank say, "Hi, Good Times." I'm like, "Good Times." You know what it is? All the yellow in the chat at the top, everything meshed together, and I missed the name. So I apologize, Good Times Outdoors. It's nice to have you here. Welcome. It's real good to have you here. Anthony says the Western Fare has sort of a lot of deep fried stuff. It does, Anthony. It certainly does. It does. Fitz says, "Geez, I mean that I'm getting out of here." Sorry, but no, Fitz. No, I you know, it took me a second. Sometimes I do the same, and sometimes I started reading, and I'm like, then I got it right away, Fitz. So no worries. I'm gonna close it down in a second, anyways. I gotta get off here. I've been on way too long to Fitz. Have a good weekend, buddy. Have a good weekend, and we'll look for your Oreo one on Monday and that next week. Everybody, Fitz Bake's gonna have a video next week on Oreos. There's a deep fried Oreo or something on the Oreo. Definitely check out Fitz at Bakes on Monday. If he puts other ones out on the weekend, take a look at them too. Take care, Fitz. Have a good weekend. Let's see here. Yes, Gary, I'm gonna have to go. It's 3 o'clock. I was on for over an hour and a half this morning, and just over an hour now. So I need to probably get off YouTube for a bit and just go out and enjoy the weather. Pretty much in about half an hour to have to pick my son up anyways. So Gary Scandal says, "Have a good day, Jeff, and good bye, doll." Don't forget the jam. Thanks, Gary. Everybody, on that note, it's 3 o'clock. Sometimes I go longer, but it's about my second time around today, and I need to take a break for a tiny bit from YouTube. I have a couple things I have to do anyways just before I pick my son up from school. But Good Times Outdoors says, "Have a good rest of your day." Yes, Good Time Outdoors, you too. And Anthony says, "Tell Ethan I said hi." I will. Anthony's at school today, but I'll let him know that you were asking for him. And I'll let him know you're having a good time, right? Anthony, I'm sure you're having a good time. Razel, I'm going to head out, everybody. Without spilling everybody's name off, I want to thank each and every one of you for coming. You made my day as you all do each day, but I want to say thanks again. You know, it was a great week, great day today. Get out and enjoy the day. I'm going to try to get out for a tiny bit before the sun goes down. Anyways, good day and a great weekend, everybody. Okay, I really appreciate each and every one for coming. Thanks again. Okay, have a nice weekend, everybody. Bye bye.